I think we can all agree right now that there is nothing scarier than real life. And if you want to read a horror writer who really gets that, you've got to go check out Samantha Schweblin. Samantha Schweblin is a Berlin based Argentine writer. She is magnificent. I have a PhD in this stuff, trust me. Magnificent. The first book that I recommend you pick up by her is Fever Dream, in Spanish, Distancia de rescate. It is a weird, slim, but very dense story. It is a story about agribusiness, about motherhood, about curses, about poison, about the ways that we try to rescue the ones that we love. Amanda takes her child to the country on vacation, trying to get away from life in the city. While she's there, she meets an enigmatic woman whose child has undergone changes. It's the story of Amanda grappling with these changes, but it really doesn't do justice to say it that way because the story is told as a conversation between Amanda and David, this other child. Maybe? Really, go pick it up. It's really wonderful, really scary, really weird. I think you'll like it. She also wrote this. It's, I guess, a novel. It's more like an intertwined collection of stories, in Spanish, Kentukis, like Kentuckies. And in English, it's Little Eyes, sort of a slower story. I really, really enjoyed it. But basically, there are these little avatars. Think Furbies, but a lot more mobile, that people can use in one of two ways. You can either inhabit one of these electronically, right? Anonymously, you can log in and you can be assigned a Kentuki and control this little robot toy, or you can host one of these and have them in your home and treat them like a pet, knowing that there's someone on the other side, but never being able to communicate with them. You're never given information about them. You're never given a way to talk to them aside from what they hear you say. They can't respond to you. There's no mechanism for communication. Really creepy and really wonderful. And again, it's scary because it's real life. It's kind of what I'm doing now. I don't know. She has a story collection called Seven Empty Houses, Siete Casas Vacías, which is very creepy and very lovely. I, as you can see, read and reread this collection any chance that I get just because it is so impactful. One of my favorite stories comes from this collection. It's called Breath from the Depths. It is told from the perspective of an elderly woman who is starting to forget. And because you're being told the story through her narration, you're also starting to forget. And you have to piece the story together through the fragments of what she can recall and what she can make sense of. It's unnerving, it gets under your skin. The whole collection is wonderful. There's another collection that I don't have physically. It's called Mouthful of Birds, Pájaros en la Boca. It has another really, really lovely story. It's the titular story about a girl who one day can only eat birds. And it's actually not told through her perspective. It's told through the perspective of her father, who just doesn't get it. It is a story about kids acting strange. It is a story about queerness. It is a story about disability. Or it's a story about some weird girl who likes to eat birds. However you read it, it's fantastic and unnerving, and seeing the relationship between this girl and her father as the story unfolds. I mean, Samantha Schweblin really knows how to talk about family relationships and domesticity, and that continues in her most recent collection, El Buen Mal, Good and Evil in English. This one is, I mean, I don't know how she does it over and over and over again, but it is a masterful collection. This collection is more muted. There's no cheap thrills. They are just unnerving stories about guilt, about tenderness, about vulnerability, and if you want to read about people being people in the best and in the worst ways, I recommend that you pick this up. I recommend you pick up any Samantha Schweblin. She is genuinely wonderful. I had the pleasure of meeting her when I was a graduate student, and she's just so nice. And yet, her stories are exquisite. Samantha Schweblin, go pick something up.